Bargain bin, bargain bin. Let's see what crowd is in. Baba Dave and his hair. He's old man, but please don't stare. Alright, he's on the bargain bin. Next on up is Jacobus, with computer skills most dubious. Can he play a video stream? Way, here is the bargain bin. Bonus section, it's area black. For the furries, he's got your back. Along with Neve, that rhymes with Steve. Can she weave? She'll knit you a sleeve. Whoa, they're on the bargain bin. It's on Monday night. If you're lucky, it's on time. It's a pile of shite, but to miss it is a crime. Just out the gate, it's Rob GP. He's not a dog, but he'll make you pee. Up for a laugh, he'll laugh at Oat. If he falls flat, he'll get his coat. Whoa, we are the bargain bin. You hear the bargain bin, huh? This is the bargain bin.
Hello everybody and welcome to the bargain bin. You know it's the bargain bin because I have the most bargain binniest introist video going. Let's start bringing in the regular crew. Who we're going to start with? He looks a bit mardy, we'll bring him in.
Yo, I just remembered Rob did a karaoke show last night, so I'm going to try and find it and see if we can play the clip on the screen.
Oh, I didn't know that. Right, you find that. I'm going to bring someone else in while you're looking. It's the one, the only... Actually, no, I'm not going to bring in him. He doesn't have a Mexican mask on.
Forget about that. Forget about that video, that karaoke video. It broke the internet.
What do you mean?
Well, like they played one song after. I think they played two songs after mine, and then it just kind of like everything turned to brown and smelly. Like it just.
Even more reason to find it. If anything.
I think I've got it.
Right, well, before we scare everyone away,
it's already raining. It's not my fault. It's raining bucket loads here. It's not my fault.
Let's bring Dave in.
All right, me babbers.
Oh, that was sensual.
ASMR. Come on, man. Yeah, why did I not know about this karaoke thing, Rob? Why is Rob touching his nipples?
Rob's really excited about karaoke.
I'm really excited about Dave's like.
One thing I need to say as well, I love hosting at the moment because going through that intro, I can see Bill's reaction, like for the first time that he's seen it. And it's quality. Before we bring All American Bill into the show, we're gonna watch this karaoke and hope he's still there when it finishes.
Hey, it's 8 minutes long.
What song was she singing for it to be 8 minutes?
Good evening, wherever you all are. Good evening, good morning, in fact, because when you're going live, it'll be 2 o'clock in the morning here, and that's why I'm recording this in advance. I don't know if you're going to use this. I don't know if I'm just going to be singing to the void. Whatever. Fun's fun, right? For anyone who doesn't know me, Rob Price, Rob G. Price Tunes. You can find me, Rob G. Price Tunes on Instagram, Rob G. Price Twitter, TeePublic, user Rob G. Price, and creator
wait for it.
Rattle and Roll, also contributor to Twisted Fairy Tales with my good brethren at the Bargain Bin. You can catch us on a Monday night. That's with Arya Black, Jacobus Gore-Tex, and Bristol and Dave. Right. So, what have I got for you tonight?
Just pause. Just pause. Just pause. Because the thing is, everybody gives every bloody combination of Jacobus, Jacobus. No idea. But I don't know why. And I know it's not Gore-Tex, but I'm really, I've got it ingrained in my head. It's bloody Gore-Tex. Gore-Tex stops you from getting wet socks. Sorry, please continue.
I just want to say as well, I've even had a Jacobus.
Jacobus!
Yeah.
Actually, I was on a bus once and somebody yacked. So,
Lovely.
Yeah, that was me.
It's a wonderful little dirge by the one, the only.
This intro is so Rob.
So it's a long one. Hopefully you're gonna like this.
Paradise
Who
by
can
the
tell?
dashboard light. Meatloaf. Wow.
tell you it's a long one.
Wait, have you got a wig on?
Ah, really?
It's open on me yesterday.
Full screen.
I can
You
buy
can.
the lake and there was not another car in sight.
I am full screen. You have to do it on yours.
Better than you did. And all the kids at school, they were wishing they were me that night. Now about is the real soul,
Bloody it.
Oh,
I've been waiting so long, you know.
want you to come along and have some fun.
Right.
Oh well, I'll give it to you're a brave one, Rob.
That's why you're pushing the karaoke so much with a bargain bin. That's
Damn right, yeah. I'd love to do a karaoke show. Chat, would you like a bargain bin karaoke show?
No one answer that, or you're.
Actually, everybody stopped watching as soon as the karaoke went on, right?
If we do a karaoke show, we get to pick each other's songs.
Yes.
Right. Anyway,
I want to see Dave singing Chinese.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna do an impression of that because that'll come off so horribly.
I want to sing Dave sing "Which Your Girl from a Spot Like Me."
Don't you?
Dave would be doing Grease.
They'd be singing "My Milkshakes Bring All the Boys to the Yard."
But it doesn't because I drink the fucking milkshake.
what was that? My milkshake? What?
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard and then. That's all.
I was getting into that then, Dave. Anyway,
Oh well.
let's bring the main man in.
Is he still there?
All of
Oh,
it.
he's still
Is he
there.
still there?
I'm still here.
Oh God, yeah, we've forgotten about him.
I've been known to do karaoke myself, so I can't say anything bad about it.
Good man, good man.
Can't say anything good about it either, though. If you've noticed.
Come on, have you ever played Rock Band? I mean, that's just karaoke with fake instruments.
Oh yeah, bit of Guitar Hero. Beautiful.
Oh, there you go.
Very cool, right?
The graphic dude says he wouldn't do karaoke if he was by himself and no one watching. That's sad.
Not even in the shower, mate. Come on.
Yeah, but like, if you do karaoke in the shower, you get electrocuted.
Nope. You froze, mate. We got do karaoke in the shower and then it froze and.
Oh, okay. I said, what if you do karaoke in the shower? You just get electrocuted. That's no fun.
Or you do the robot and freeze.
How do you do karaoke? Like, you can
Well,
just.
you always.
You could do karaoke, or you could just sing in the shower. But if you do karaoke in the shower, it's kind of dangerous. Water, electrics, stuff.
You could leave
This is the first time Jacobus has ever heard that it's dangerous to mix water and electricity.
He's the kind of guy who makes fucking toast when he's in the bath.
Can't have a mid-bath snack.
Terrible.
Yeah, but the crumbs get all wet.
Yeah.
I've tried sandwiches, but the bread gets soggy.
The ducks eat them.
Oh shit! Right.
I'm not getting
Anyway.
Should we turn our attention to Bill? Bill,
Yes.
Shit.
Yeah.
entertainers.
Oh yeah, you got me thinking of a mid-shower snack. Now I'm on. I'm just trying to think of what in the world to eat in the middle of a shower. I mean, come on, gross.
I'm gonna go away, and I'm determined to find the perfect shower food.
So the thing is, zucchini just a little bit, not zucchini, like oh god, what do you call them? The little ding, no, the little wallies.
I don't know what you're on about.
Wallies, pickled wallies. They would just be. Everyone's going to explain to Bill now what the hell a pickled wally is. Pickled wally, it just looks really. down Landon way. Pickled wallies are like these small cucumbers, aren't they? Pickled cucumbers.
Gherkins.
That's the one. Okay, so gherkins. That would be really. so like it'd be really suspect. There you are with like a gherkin in your hand. Where you off to, love? Just off to take a shower.
Yeah.
Leave the gherkin at the door.
You need a snack thing. It's as well with water. So like
the gherkin comes out of water. There you go. It's just a bit suspect.
Gherkins aren't stored in water. They're stored in like vinegar or something.
Brine.
Anyway.
What is this conversation?
I don't know.
Bill, what's a biscuit?
Steer it back.
A biscuit for you guys?
Well,
Isn't a biscuit different for me than it is for you guys?
What was that?
Isn't a biscuit for me different than what you guys would call a biscuit? Okay.
Very different. Very different. Yeah, ours is like what you would refer to as a cookie.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I know like crisps and chips, and I was in England once for like a week, but that was a little ways back. But everything was like the same, but a little bit different.
Which bit of England did you go to?
I was in London.
I was hoping Grimsby, but okay.
I'm only waiting for America to go to Grimsby.
I also found out I get jet lagged really bad.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Took me like 6 days to get on England's time. And you guys had the spring jump ahead, which screwed me up again, just in time to come back home and lose all that time. So for 2 weeks, I didn't know like what time it was. My sleep schedule was all kinds of messed up.
Sounds about right.
London's alright, but have you heard about Grimsby?
My uncle sent me a link this morning, or sent a link on Facebook. Grimsby Fan. It's a song apparently by an American band who actually met a Grimsby fan and wrote a song about him, and they're looking for him using the song. Don't ask me why. Bill, tell us about yourself.
Okay. Where to start? I don't know. I'm such a boring guy when trying to describe myself. I'm just a lifelong comic book fan. I'm sure it's something that we all have in common. Pretty much all I've ever wanted to do was either like I wanted to get involved in animation or comic books. And I went to Disney World with the family back when I was like 14 or something like that. And back then you could go through the Disney animation studio and check out like the animators actually working. And they were working on a movie about a mermaid when I was there. And, of course, I didn't know what in the heck they were going to do, but the finished product came out a year later, The Little Mermaid. So that always had like a special place in my heart because I got to see him working on it. But once I realized like how much work animators had to do, like drawing, like, just the cell by cell and everything, I was like, yeah, that's not for me. Like that would drive me insane. And so
that process has changed a lot now, anyway.
Well, yeah, I mean, back then it was all by hand. Now, of course, it's a bit different. But computers back then were still kind of at the Pong level, so no one was like animating anything on them yet. But comic books is always like my first love, and like I've been around comics since I was probably 3 or so. I had a couple uncles who were not that much older than me, so like I got their hand-me-down comics, like Spider-Man and Fantastic Four and stuff. And I actually kind of learned how to read before I started school because no one would read me the comics. And so I started just kind of piecing together the letters and what meant what. And so I finally, when I was like 5, I got my mom to buy me my first actual comic books. So they weren't hand-me-downs. I didn't have to give them back or anything. And so I've been like a big Marvel guy until more recent times. But that's kind of me in a nutshell, I guess.
That's
Awesome.
cool. Right. Obviously you're here because you've made something, haven't you?
Yep. I have an Indiegogo campaign.
Oh, who's sharing?
Do you want to share screen and go through it yourself, or do you want one of us to?
The share screen always works for me 50% of the time, so I could share screen it and see if it works.
Place your bets. Place your bets.
Exactly.
Roll right up.
You can all change money and see if it'll work.
You're on the bargain bin, mate. It don't work for us either.
Well, it's just one way to find out, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
So let me see here.
I put it up as well just in case as a backup, just ready for
On it. Oh, hold on. Are we the bargain binions or are we the bargain binmen?
I
No,
think
we are the BBC. We are the
not
alternative
the
BBC. Yeah, the
We are
bargain
not
bin
BBC.
crew.
That's not what BBC. If you Google BBC, you are not going to get the bargain bin crew. You're going to get something disgusting. We
You'll
are
get
not the
something
BBC.
that's rather large, rather dark, and rather deadly.
That sounds like your lunch, Dave.
No. Terrible. Terrible.
Luke, I am your father.
What has
Right,
Darth Vader got to do with anything?
Dark. What did you say it was? Dark and
large.
large,
Taste-
dark and
tasty.
deadly. There you go.
I'm sure it's a tasty as well.
And tasty in the shower, I think.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
Luke, hand me the soap.
What?
Black pudding.
That's disgusting on so many levels.
Well,
What is black pudding?
oh, that's a
Oh no.
Oh God, you'd have to change the name in America, right? It's
Yeah.
blood pudding. It's blood pudding.
Congealed blood put into
Yeah.
like sausage form.
Yep.
Doesn't that sound appetizing?
Yeah, it sounds
It sounds
vile and it is
disgusting.
vile.
But it's
That's
lovely,
like what you
man.
would feed to prisoners or something.
That's really nice.
It's
I
actually
eat
quite.
it every week.
People like it. I don't.
Well,
But
I
other
think
people
it's on a fry
I've-
up, banging.
Yeah, I've eaten it.
Horrifying.
Ah.
Zombies eat that.
do. We got one version.
Well, I like kidneys on a fry up as well, so
Oh,
I think
but-
See, I'm not a fan of offal, man. I don't like offal. I like pate.
I'll eat anything.
Aria
Yeah.
just loves lamb.
We're here to talk about a book, I think.
We are here
Yeah,
to
I
talk about a
know.
book.
Yeah.
There we go.
This book, I
Oh,
believe
wow.
that our own Bristolian Dave is in charge of. Screen
Oh, okay. No
grabbing
pressure.
Stuff.
Oh
No
god.
pressure.
Yeah, I
All
did
on you,
try to
Dave.
prepare it, but it was like kind of sticking.
It's
Yeah, that's
mate.
alright.
That is Dave. The search engine looks weird.
Tell me when you want me to go
Oh,
down.
no.
Nope.
Question from the chat.
A
Bacon, butty, cheese, no idea.
I think that's the yes.
Yeah, that silence was deafening.
I was
Wasn't
trying to
it?
think of a word that started with C that also meant pudding, so I could say a big black pudding, but I can't think of one off the top of my head.
Creme
Well,
fraiche.
What about cream pie?
That doesn't work either.
Anyway,
Something else. That's not.
anyway, there's a
Anyway,
book here.
congealed blood sausage. Right.
Ugh,
Yeah.
that sounds so not appealing.
I know.
I like how Mike's come into the chat and it's just developed into degeneracy.
No, yeah.
Bushy bacon cheese.
And
Oh,
What?
Oh, it's a curly one.
So anyway, there's this book here.
Yes.
Guys, remember, dinner is still in my future. So, like, I gotta maintain an appetite of some sorts.
Dinner. That's for you. That's for future you.
Let's steer away from BBCs then. Tell us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, this converted over into pounds. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, we're so you're on $1,775 US,
Nice.
which for us means 1,281 quid.
Where over here, we would just call it $1,775.
Yeah, we call
I just
it
love when people tell
1,000
it US dollars. It's cool.
1,281 real money.
For a second, I just looked at the number and it went down, and I was like, "Oh crap! What just happened?"
Yeah, that's all right. You haven't lost.
People are refunding.
Right, don't change it to dollars yet, because the UK viewers are gonna want to see how much it actually is.
Well, I think
That's a good point.
Yeah, I mean, you can leave it on the pounds. That's fine.
Oh, okay, I'll change it back.
Wait until he changes it, then say it has to go back to dollars.
I've lost the thing to change it. Like down the bottom.
So 22 minutes, and let's start talking about the book.
The link to the book is in the chat because Dave's absolutely killing it at the minute.
I'm on it, mate.
With
I
being in
am
chat.
productive.
He's doing a lot better than I could do it, so I won't complain.
There we go. Okay. Right.
So anyway, I used to. I'm probably going to bring the chat down a little bit here, but I'll keep it very short. But I had a writing partner, and we created most of the characters together. He died a couple of years ago, and so I'm doing this without him. But it's all inspired by, we both grew up reading the Bronze Age of comic books and watching way too many 80s cartoons. And so this is the vibe that I've gone for. As far as like, you know, the colors and everything's like very vibrant and everything, like the 80s cartoons that I grew up on. And, you know, it's an all ages book. And the GALS stands for, let's see if I can remember this, the Guild of Augmented Law Enforcement Specialists. I hate, what do you call it?
Acronyms.
Thank you. See, I hate them so much. I hate the name acronym. I mean, to this day, I can't tell you what SHIELD stands for. I know Advanced Idea Mechanics is AIM. That's about all I can tell you. It took me like a couple of years to memorize what GALS meant here. But Dale, being a writer, he loved acronyms. And so he really had to like sell me on the title because I was like, no, I don't like that. I don't like acronyms. And he was purposely coming up with like bad names and that he knew I was going to just no way go with that. So that was kind of like his ultimate revenge on me. Like even after death, I have to remember what this stands for. But anyway, all that stuff out of the way. So basically they are a superhero team that's on Earth. They're not the only ones because there's a lot more super beings and stuff, but it's their story. So there are some, like, we'll call them guest stars of other characters, but, you know, being that it's their book, you know, the headliners. And where it picks up is like time's been good. Everything's been running smoothly. They're just, they're around to put out fires that pop up and then everybody goes home and does their thing. And it just kind of, I was thinking about current day, and I started this 2 years ago. So I'm not talking about the pandemic current day, but like just in general, like a couple of years ago. And times have been good, and good times when they go for too long, people start kind of getting complacent, letting their guard down. I know I tend to get lazy when things are too good for too long. And so that's the situation they find themselves in here, because like when the book starts out, as you can see on the left, there's the robot, the Silver Hammer, is on the loose in the city, causing all sorts of chaos. They run in to put down the threat, and it's after that when the actual threat of the story picks up. It's something that's out in space. And so they need to deal with that to, you know, save the day. but they're just basically caught unprepared because times have been good for too long. And there's a lot of members of the team, and they're actually kind of split in half. One half of the team, the more experienced half, is on the other side of the planet dealing with an issue there. And then the team that's left is kind of like an ad hoc team that gets put together, and they're the ones that have to deal with the real threat that's in space. And the story, I put it together as a way of kind of dealing with, I had some survivor's guilt when Dale died. And I also just happened to go through like a broken heart at the time as well with a girl I was seeing. I'm sure we all have a story like that. And so I'd seen a therapist, and he was the one who suggested to me, well, you're an artist. Why don't you do like a comic or something where you can kind of work all this out? And of course, I'm a guy. So I was like, well, that involves feeling emotions and stuff. Like, we don't do that. But then I started thinking about, well, James O'Barr made The Crow because he was dealing with the loss of I think it was his girlfriend. And Jim Starlin made the Death of Captain Marvel graphic novel about the death of his father who died of cancer. Both guys also are local to me, so that was kind of weird. But so I thought, well, there is like people have done that in the past. So I figured, why not just kind of incorporate that into the story and then just kind of have fun with it from there. And I actually got like 6 books plotted because I just went on a tear, and I was just like, I had a way big story. There's no way it's going to fit into one book. I mean, this is 68 pages as it is. So I had to break it, kind of like George Lucas breaking on Star Wars and the 6 different movies, if you believe that whole story or not. And I actually am like 14 pages into book 2, like with the pencils and inks already, before I finally just had to hit the brakes. Like, I got to concentrate on this, like before I'm too far into book 2, let's get this funded and underway first. So this is my first crowdfund. I wanted to keep it simple. I didn't want to have like multiple covers and overly complex things. And I wanted to have the book done when I started on it, or started crowdfunding it, because I didn't want to run into the problem where I had people waiting on me and then it was going to be late, because that kind of stuff drives me insane. And so I wanted to have, the pencils, inks are done. It's lettered. I had someone proofread it, got the corrections back. That's all done. It's colored. I'm still messing with the colors though, like mostly background stuff and whatnot. And then as far as the actual perks or the tiers go, I only got 4 of them. I had 5, but one was just a one item thing, and that already sold, so that's out. But as far as the tiers go, could you scroll up a little to the first one? There we go. I wanted to give them funny names. So the Innocent Civilian tier, that's just a graphic novel. And 68 pages, like I said. And if you go down, the second one is the Sidekick tier. That'll be the graphic novel along with the print, and that's the picture there. It comes in holographic colors, they call it. So it really comes out in the purples and the blues. And it's like kind of, I don't know how to describe it, kind of silvery, like flecks kind of put into it. And so it doesn't photograph well because it just looks like lens flares shooting out at you.
Right.
But it looks pretty cool, like if you're just like standing there looking at it, So if you go below that, the third tier is the superhero tier. That'll be the graphic novel with the print and a glow-in-the-dark poster featuring Enchantra, who's the chick up there. The artwork's done. It just has to be colored. I wanted to do a glow-in-the-dark poster really bad. And when my nieces heard about that, they were really pestering me for it because they want a glow-in-the-dark poster. And so I just thought that'd be something fun to do, something cool to have. And then if you go to down below, the fourth one is the Cosmic Being tier. That comes with the graphic novel, the print, the glow-in-the-dark poster, and then you get a page of the original artwork. Because I work old school, so I had to draw 68 actual pages. And so I just like took 10 of the pages I thought looked cool that people might like. So that'll come with one of those pages. And then the last one I had, but like I said, it was the only one, the one above all tier, and that came with everything. And then I did this double page spread of the Super G.A.L.S, but they were dressed in like the Lantern Corps uniforms. And I just did that for fun when I was taking a break between pages, which doesn't really make sense. I take a break from drawing by drawing more, but whatever.
Change is as good as a rest.
But I had fun because I found white ink pens, which I didn't even know that they made. So I could put the star field in behind them and everything, like all by hand. So that was a lot of work, but it was fun. And that was actually the very first one that sold. I was really surprised. I thought it'd kind of like hang around for a little while. But yeah, that's it as far as the tiers go. Like I said, I just wanted it simple, and I didn't want people like getting confused because like my friends and family and stuff, they don't know what crowdfunding is. So I've been having to explain to them how it works and what it does. And, still many of them are like, oh, I'll get it later. And I'm like, okay, but there's only a certain amount of days. You can't just sit forever and say you're going to get it later. You're like, you gotta shit or get off the pot, like do something. And so they're like, oh, I'll buy one from you later. And I'm like, well, if you don't get it now, it won't get funded, won't get printed. There won't be any for you to buy later. Like, you gotta do this now. So that's why I wanted to keep it all simple, plus it's my first one. So I wanted to make sure I could handle it in case I'm doing all this by myself. I didn't want to have like this mountain of stuff. Just like, oh, how do I get through this?
I like the old school sound effects, like the crack. The whong, whong. That's cool.
I was hoping to sneak like the infamous bathroom sound effect in there somewhere. Oh. I know Alan Davis liked to use that in Excalibur.
Bathroom sound effect?
Yeah, there was one issue in particular I'm thinking of where Nightcrawler was fighting, I think it was Kylun, in a bathroom. And then the bathroom like exploded and they both go flying out. And then the sound effect was like bathroom, like behind them. And I didn't catch it the first time I was reading it. It wasn't until like years later I was rereading it. And I was like, oh my God, how did I not realize that? That's awesome.
That is bathroom.
I'm going to the bathroom.
But I know he's used that like repeatedly through the years as just like an in joke, I guess.
I like your character designs, dude. I like the in particular. And I noticed blue check there on the sidekick tier. Very nice.
Yeah. It's all about the blue chicks.
That's all I was on that.
She's Bellana, which is named after a Greek goddess, who before that was like an Italian goddess. Before that was like, I don't know, an ancient Hittite goddess or something. Like they just kept taking her like from region to region. But like no one really knows who she is in mythology. Like I was studying up on her, and everything says she was either like the wife, the consort, the sister, or girlfriend, or the charioteer, which I think is like a modern day chauffeur, to Ares, the god of war. And it's like, that's a lot of stuff. Like she couldn't be all those things,
So back in them days, she probably could have been all of them.
That's a good point. You might have a point there. But because that does have that Greek mythological connection with her, I'm going to explore that in book 2. Go over her origin there. It seems not fair to me. Like she was there, but who was she? I don't know.
Yeah,
it sounds Latin. Like that's De Bello Gallico is Latin for the Gallic Wars. So I remember that like Bello is Greek, is Latin for war. So Bellana sounds about right. Warlike, yeah.
I thought it sounded like a name they came up with later for her. I mean, since no one knew who she was. I guess there is a statue of her in London at the Waterloo station. And it's not a memorial for like those lost in war, but it's a statue for those living victims of war.
Interesting.
And so I read about that, and I thought that's a perfect thing for a superhero, like someone who's concerned about the people in the war or people affected by it, you know, more than just your standard sort of war goddess. I just thought it was interesting, and I probably shouldn't say too much more. I don't want to, like, you know, spoil anything.
Cool.
Very cool, dude. Very cool. Yeah, the one thing that makes any superheroine sexier is just change the color of their skin, make them blue.
Now we're typing into Arya's She-Hulk fetish. Like, he's
we had to debate what color to make her too, because, you know, we didn't want to make her green for obvious reasons, and I didn't think red looked good, and then we went with like yellow, which looked like she was a sick or something. Purple just looked too, I don't know, like
Barney
something.
Yeah.
So
I love you,
like
you love
like
me.
Atlantean or something, but blue just looked a lot better than like yellow or purple or something.
You don't want to make it yellow because everyone would just call her the Super Simpson then.
Or a minion. I didn't think of that, but yeah, she would look like one of the Simpsons then.
I don't know what you're doing, Dave, but you're absolutely killing it on this screen share.
Still better than I could do.
Whatever you do, select a perk.
That's, yeah.
But yeah, my character design, like, I was very toyetic with it, because I would love to do action figures like the old school Star Wars, like 5 points of articulation, 3 3/4 inch figures. So I just,
you as a little guy right now.
there you go. Yeah. I'd love
go.
to do like the package art and just slap them in there, you know, like, so I wanted to keep the designs like something that could work as a toy, you know, like that was something I kept in my mind. I just grew up watching so many cartoons and reading so many comics and playing with so many toys that, you know, I just wanted to be able to kind of replicate that feeling, I guess. And it seems to work, because like I have 2 nieces, and one is 11 and the other is, oh boy, what is she? 7, I think, 8, something like that. But they both want to get it. They both want to read it. And the younger one, I showed them the cover when I was finished with it, which actually I got it right here. I showed them the cover, and then my youngest niece goes, "Oh, a giant skeleton puts them into a big hourglass. That's a great story, Uncle Bill." And that's not the story, but now I kind of wish it was, because it sounds like a cool story to me. So I had to explain to her like what being symbolic meant.
It's really cool. I do love the whole Bronze Age throwback thing. Like, I don't know if you've seen Only Death Can Save Us by Russ Leach. So he's gone with that whole sort of 80s throwback thing as well. And it's just, there's something about it. I don't know what it is. It makes you happy looking at it. That sounds really weird.
It does when you say it.
Not that kind of happy, you dirty bastard.
Well, I think I know what you mean. It's that nostalgia kind of factor. It's, you know, you're not depressed looking at it.
Yeah,
It doesn't overcomplicate the simple stuff. Like, it does what a comic book is supposed to do. Like, it shows the story.
I mean, as much as I love like the early days of Image Comics and stuff, like they really went overboard, overcomplicating the artwork with so many lines that you don't need. And then like that was in the early days of Photoshop. So you had colorists like someone who didn't even wear metal, but they had a belt buckle. You'd have lens flares shining off the belt buckle. And it was like, that guy's like, holy cow. It took them a couple of years to get that out of their system, you know. But it was just like too much. So I wanted to kind of go before that. And I do have a colorist. Her name is Sarah. She's a great young woman. She colored that print. And I told her, like, I just wanted to look 80s. And I thought, boy, that's pretty vague. I mean, who knows if she's gonna understand? 'Cause she's younger than me. Like, she might not understand. But I thought she colored it. She knocked it out of the park. She put in like the dots, like in the background and stuff. And I was like, yes, that's awesome. I'd love to have her like color the actual book, like maybe book 2 or 3 or something, if I can afford her, because she does a great job, and she knew right what I meant when I said 80s.
I apologise for this interruption, but I have to ask this question. Graphic Goose says, Aria, would you prefer She-Hulk if she didn't shave her legs so she's a furry?
Obviously. Same question.
Obviously.
Come back when you have a proper question to ask me.
How hairy would those legs have to be?
To the point where you can't see her green skin, I think.
God.
Just
Her
her
hair
green.
would be green, right?
Yeah, her green fur. So you touch it and it feels like the original. It feels like
Anyway.
I don't know where you're going with it.
That happened in
I
the issue
don't
of
know.
the Sensational She-Hulk. She
Was
was
it?
turned into a furry by
Zenmu.
the big white furry guy who had the crazy
Zenmu.
hair.
Zenmu.
Yes, that's it.
I don't know.
She-Hulk.
I would hate to
Issue
see
John
the
Byrne
copy
did,
of
I remember
book,
that.
Aria.
I
What
don't
was
know
that?
where Aria was going with like touching and but you don't dig yourself out of a hole, dude.
No,
Anyway,
I'll leave it there.
Like a troll towel, you just brush its head.
yeah, so it's cool. So I can see how you
What's
said like about you're planning you've already plotted out another 6 graphic novels, which is cool because it means that this is definitely going to be going somewhere.
oh,
Yes, everything that happens is going to have consequences and repercussions rolling down the line. And so, like, one of the Bronze Age influences are that they're not all told that, like, oh, you're the bestest ever kind of thing. Like, they'll make bad decisions, they'll fall flat on their face, and it might seem like not a big deal right now, but down the road, it's going to be like, oh boy, if I could go back in time and change that event. Which in comics, I guess you could, but I don't have any time travelers as of now.
So Dave's highlighting it right now, but is this your first set of 30 days or your second?
Second.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So
But still, well done. You get it. You're on your way there. Is this a it's a fixed goal, isn't it? Right.
Yeah, I thought that you could do another 30 days at the end, but then I was told you have to set it up in 30-day increments. So I'm not sure. I have to figure all that out.
Set of 30 days.
But I got to make a big push this month, including chasing around all those people that I know who are like, I'm totally going to get it.
Right.
It's like, well, yeah, now's the time,
Yeah, don't be afraid to nag people, because at the end of the day, your job is to get this book funded. So
exactly, I've been having to send people messages and emails and texts like, "Hey, it's me again."
Spam the hell out of everyone you can, friends, family. Get your book funded, dude, because there's a lot of work, a lot of good work. Looks like a good book. So we'll help you spread the word as much as we can, as well.
Of course.
Yeah, I've just followed you on Twitter, so I'll obviously share out your stuff, mate, and make sure we get it out there for you.
Thank you very much.
Is this story a self-contained story, or am I only going to get like a third of a story and then have to get the next one?
It's both. It is a self-contained or a done-in-one, however you want to say it, but it also
does lead on to bigger things. That's right.
Basically, there's one particular character. I won't tell you who because I don't want to spoil anything. But
come on, tell us.
By the time you're done with it, with all 6, you're going to see it's the downfall of one character.
Okay.
And you probably wouldn't notice until you read like all 6. Then you're like, oh, hey, wait a minute. I see what he did there. As long as I do it right and I'm not like totally inept.
Mike Jimmy is asking, what's the Twitter?
I'm getting it.
Yeah.
Fucking
So
on it, Dave.
we're obviously we're very sorry to hear about your writing partner, and this story is a lead on from previous stories then with the same characters.
Yeah, we did a comic book called Ages of Wonder. There was 3 issues. Yeah, I think 3, and then like there's 2 additional ones that didn't finish because Dale died. But I have those on my I have a website store, allamericancomics.bigcartel.com. And I think I actually only have like one of each left. But it stars All American Girl, who is the red, white, and blue one there in the picture. And it was a split book. We kind of did like the old Marvel, like Tales of Suspense or Tales to Astonish. So she's the lead feature, and the second one would be a different character in a done-in-one story. And so that kind of is like a prequel, if you will. Actually, book 3 would kind of wrap up the plot points from that. I didn't want to start with that one though because it was just reminding me too much of like Dale having died and everything, and I wanted to take time to kind of segue into that for myself. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of characters too we made up that we never did anything with, and then a couple of the characters I had created myself back like in the mid 90s, like when I was thinking like, oh, I'm gonna join Image Comics and become a millionaire like everybody else does.
Right.
Before I realized like how the real world works and everything.
Cool. All right.
Right, so you are 35% on your way. Hopefully you'll hit 100% before this book ends, because it does look awesome.
Looks great.
And,
Yeah,
not
like
just saying that because you're on the show. It does.
Just
look
wait
awesome.
until you're not, and then we'll say it still looks great.
As soon as I turn around, like, oh, excuse me a minute, and I'm like doing something, and he's like, no.
I'm digging the look of this book. So yeah, we do have to move on to the second most unprepared, most shoddy, most surprising, because Rob sorted it out and we haven't even seen it ourselves yet.
Who sorted it out? I haven't. Aria's sorted it out.
That's how unprepared we are. I'm sure you said you had something.
I have one thing, but like Aria's been doing something else.
Aria's been the one who's been.
It's Aria's baby this time.
Sorry, Rob. I thought you wanted to impress us, but fuck you.
Oh, just you wait, buddy.
Okay, so we're doing Hangman, guys, or we're doing the poorly named Hang-Gal. So I've gone sexy superheroines, okay, or just beautiful ladies from comic books. So we're gonna play a game of Hangman. How do I describe it? You've got one extra guess than you would in regular Hangman.
Is this a demonstration one then?
No.
Oh,
we can do it.
Because I was going to say Spider-Man, but
We
It's
guess the
Spider-Man
letter,
sexy.
or what we...
Hold on, no, don't. Let's not brush over this, Rob. You think Spider-Man's a sexy girl, do you?
Well, it fits.
I like Spidey, but not like that.
That's the new movie. Okay, guys, so do we know how to play Hangman?
No, please explain it to us.
One
Been a
on
long
one,
time.
not in a group set.
Okay, so you all guess a letter one at a time. If you guess the wrong letter, I draw a line. That rhymes. Very good. Okay, so if you say A,
Wait, sorry,
A,
are you seriously explaining how to play Hangman?
okay, I'll
I
stop.
thought you was making like a joke or something, and then I was like, hold on.
Okay.
So
When you said you'd like prepared something, I thought it was going to be like whiz bang with different layers and stuff.
Big
Good on, mate. Good on, mate.
You
Right.
thought too much of me.
So we'll start with Rob. Once Rob picks his letter, it goes to Dave.
Okay.
Then Bill, then me, then Rob. Whoever
All right.
gets the whole name wins the
Mhm.
point. I'm
Wait,
guessing.
how do we guess? Do we just say I want to guess and then?
Just
Yeah.
I'll have an E, please, Bob.
No, you won't.
Harry's like 1, 2, 3, 4.
He's trying to figure out how to put it. Oh, no E.
No E. Most
Wait,
common
you-
letter in the English alphabet.
Give me an
English
A.
language.
Yeah. Hang on, I gotta type this out, otherwise I'm gonna suck at this.
Give me an A.
Don't type it on the screen you share.
Yeah, type it on the screen just so you can keep it as a reminder for yourself.
A. Oh, no A.
No
Alright.
E and no A.
Wow.
What kind of word is this?
What wizard?
One without the letter A.
Or E.
What about our guest?
Go on, Bill.
Okay, no A, no E. How about an O?
Yes, there is an O.
Oh.
But where?
1, 2, 3.
Oh, it's close. All right.
That's made it harder, if anything. I'm gonna go S for snake.
Who's next?
Huh.
What's next?
Oh, is it? M. Come on.
Next time we play Hangman, we need some background music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really filled music.
Something for the Americans like Tony Hart, you know.
W.
Oh.
Ow.
So this is a superhero girl,
Yeah.
is it?
Female
Is this,
superhero. Well,
is this a superhero name or like a civilian name?
it's a super villain.
Oh, it's a supervillain, but a female supervillain.
Female super villain.
Hmm.
In the chat.
Oh, got it.
If
Got
you
it.
think you know it, feel free to jump in only in the chat. If you're on the show, Rob, don't jump in.
All right then.
Rob, what do you think it is?
No, it's,
Jacobus said I shouldn't jump in, so I'm just going to put it in the. I'm going to put it in the private chat.
well, whose turn is it for a letter? Because if you put it in the private chat and Dave's just going to guess it right, isn't he?
Well, yeah, don't do that. Whoever guesses it wins. So, Rob, here's your chance.
Okay, go on then.
Poison ivy.
He's got it, man.
Oh. Yeah, I see it now.
Should we do Rob's?
Right.
Or should I give you another one?
Yeah, give us another one because I've prepared a little something.
Okay.
But, like
Poison
that's for
ivy.
later. That's for future us. Is this the background music?
Must be more tension filled than that. It should be like scary music.
Dum, 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 dum. Okay, Jacobus, you go first.
She-Hulk.
No way.
Is it?
Oh,
Yeah,
Aria.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Oh. She-Hulk.
It's not this time.
The Hulk.
But it's She-Hulk, the other version of the She-Hulk.
The red one.
It's
She-Bulk.
another female superhero this time.
Okay. Who's going first?
Say that again, sorry. Superhero.
Female superhero.
Oh, I don't know. I'll let people go first.
We'll let
Who's
I
people?
guess go first because you're not people, Dave.
What do you mean you people?
It means Bristolians.
I seem to have shrunk down as well.
How's that happen?
I don't know. I think I slid down my chair. We'll let Bill go first. Let Bill
Oh
go.
boy. Oh boy. All right. Let's go with the easy one. Let's start with A.
Yeah.
Oh, A. All right.
Go on,
Jack.
Jack.
I'm trying to.
I know who it is.
Go
Good
on.
man.
Have a
Batgirl.
guess.
You got it.
Yes.
She's not green.
Am I surprising you? A man of more than one taste. Go on, let's do Rob's then.
What now? All right, then I got to share it first. Right.
Share
Give me a second.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun dun dun, indeedy. Dun dun dun.
Yeah, I think Mike
Right.
makes a good point. CG characters, people, and all that other stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll-
Well, no,
We're
I've
never
done mine now. So hey.
It's too late, Rob. You got to redo it.
Right. Are you showing mine? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Right. Okay. So this one isn't because I thought it was just generally comics in general. So it's not a female character. It's not a male character. It could be a male character. It could be a female character.
Mystique.
But it's what?
Mystique.
Mystique. Hang on a sec. No. Right. Okay. So hang on. Here we go. Ready? Boom.
Oh, fucking hell. It's just
Oh, wait for a second.
Wow.
Oh yeah, baby.
All right.
It's going to have a realistic hanging body now, isn't it?
Oh, you are
Please
gonna
have
love
Dave's
this.
head on it.
Am I that? No. Would I do that?
Yeah.
Maybe. Let Ray. I'm guessing A. Do an A.
There is.
A,
Okay,
A, A.
there is. Hang on a sec. I got to get my dooby doob. I got to get my Yeah. Well, let's go. So there is an A.
Even your writing's fancy.
I know it's great, isn't it?
My writing don't look that good when I use fonts.
B.
Again.
B.
B.
B. For Bristolian.
Okay, good. No, Bristolian. Boom.
Ooh.
Fuck's sake. No.
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 What word begins with no? No.
Yeesh.
Knob.
Okay.
That's a
No.
That's
No.
Right,
Not
go on,
the
Bill.
one I
Your
was
turn.
calling him.
I was discussing with friends over on Facebook about what was it? One of my friends here said knob is knob. Oh, it was about that guy who's got the longest penis in the world, right?
Don't
Anyway,
talk about me like I'm not here.
Guilty.
so this friend, we'll give her a made-up name, Karen, right? We'll give her a made-up name, Karen. Okay, Anya was like, knob is knob. So I said, yeah, don't you think? What was it? I can't remember what I said. Anyway,
This
oh,
is
knob is knob, and then she was like, well, I said unless it's a handle, and then her husband Chris said, or a lever. Then it reminded me of that Archimedes quote: "Give me a knob long enough and a place to put it, and I'll be able to move the world." Okay, back to this. So, no, knob, no. Right, whose turn is it?
Go on, Bill.
Bills.
Let's go with another vowel. Let's go with E.
E.
Oh
Oh
boy.
God. Let's go. Oh wait.
Yeah, it's you.
Oh, sorry. D for Dave.
Whoa.
Okay, it ends with ad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right.
And it's not
Wow.
a man or woman, you said.
Mm-hmm.
Not the man or woman.
Oh, you absolute bastard! I think I know what it is.
What?
Is it 2000 AD?
Oh, come on.
Yeah, never
that
got
was
How did you get that?
That's that. We don't even get that over here.
Oh, damn it, man! Yeah, I was. It was a bit of a gamble that somebody might get D as well, and it would be Dave getting D, wouldn't it? Because Dave's got the D. Right. Okay. So
I was trying to think of a funny answer, but gonad didn't fit.
shall I play you the rest of it?
Yeah, I want to see.
Yeah, I want to have a look.
That is some beefy woman.
She just stood on the platform. Like,
Of course, I knew it was coming.
Where's that pose, Dave?
do a pose.
I knew it was coming. I don't like you guys.
All right, that was enough of that.
Very good. Very good.
I tell you what's good is acronyms. Bill likes acronyms. One bonus point for anyone who can tell me what the acronym for scuba is.
Oh, I used to know that
Dive.
too.
Scuba dive.
Scuba diving, yeah, scuba. So what does SCUBA stand for? True
C-
story.
I knew
Yes.
the U was underwater.
Underwater.
Underwater is good.
Something
Bra attachment.
It's gotta be like fuck. Something underwater breathing apparatus.
Oh, somebody's been eating dictionaries. Good. In the shower.
As long as the pages are all laminated, it doesn't matter if they get wet.
Yeah.
That
Is anyone in the chat?
Self-contained. Is that
Did you just
Okay.
Google that? Yeah,
No.
self-contained. Yeah, good. Self-contained underwater
No.
breathing apparatus. There you go.
me and Goose get a point each.
All right. Yeah, well, you get half a point actually. What else have we got?
That puts me in the lead at 1.5 points.
Goose gets an extra point for watching this entire time.
What about laser? Not everybody knows that laser is an acronym
With an S or a Z?
with an S.
Light.
Laser.
Ladies are
Are
sexy,
refracted or something?
right?
Lights. Something.
Light and something.
The R is refracted, I'm pretty sure.
Not refracted, no.
Reflected.
No, not reflected, but I like the way you're thinking. That's what I tell my students anyway.
Oh, that
I
means
like the way you're thinking, but it's wrong.
I'm dumb.
Hey, my students aren't dumb. Damn. What's Jimmy say? I can't see because it's off my screen.
Jimmy says light something energy ray.
Oh, he's close. He's close.
Does it stand for a freaking laser?
I was thinking of Dr. Evil.
Yeah. all I need is sharks reflecting lasers. What do we have? Sea bass. They are mutated sea bass. Are they wild? They're pretty angry. Oh, light amplification by the stimulated addition. Something like I thought it was light amplification by sound emitting radiation. So if Goose has Googled that, then not bad.
Well, potato.
Freaking acronym.
My last acronym. When I was a teenager, I founded an organization The campaign for the liberation of intelligent Terranians and their overhaul rehabilitation into society. We were going to get T-shirts and stuff made, except we realized it spelled clitoris.
So what stopped you from getting the T-shirts? I'd wear them.
Couldn't find them.
Sold out.
All right, I'll get my coat.
I thought you was going to say you ordered them, but they never came.
You can go get it.
Righty. Good.
Terrible.
Okay. Are we doing that bit of the show where we talk about books yet?
Yes, let's have a quick, because our beloved Bristolian Dave, the occasional Mexican wrestler, hasn't took many strides in his own book yet, so he's going to have the job of showing off your book again, Bill.
Uh-oh.
Don't look at me like that. Get a book.
I got a book.
Run,
I wanna show
Stats,
that one.
run.
They're films there, Dave.
Right, I'm sharing screen with you.
Alright, we'll go Aria first, because he's first, and this is an awesome book.
Someone else show this one for me.
You'll have to
Here we
scroll,
go.
but this is Twisted Fairy Tales, the bargain bin book. I mean, you've seen how absolutely amazing this show has been, and how many other shows have been. I would say you get the same quality in this, but in this is actually much better quality than what we normally
What's up?
get.
What's up? What's up? No. Whoa, Rapunzel. Let down your trading card.
Just pretend that one is unlocked. Just pretend.
It is unlocked. I didn't have time to sort the image out when I got back today, but I will be updating it after the show.
Check that out, viewers. 31
All
back.
stretch goals have been unlocked.
Okay. Very nice.
Nice, great success.
And as the bargain bin people, because we haven't figured out what the last letter is,
Crew.
have seen, we're not the bargain bin crew, because we've seen the back cover that Aria has made. It is absolutely brilliant, and it is absolutely not for children.
No.
In no way. No matter
Stuff
how
that's
weird.
inside is not for children either. My
That
God.
sounds even worse, that does, Rob.
Stuff that's inside the book is not for children.
Especially not Snow White.
Hey!
No.
You're right.
Yeah, if whoever's scrolling, if they scroll back up a bit. So down a bit. I said a bit, man. Down.
more?
Up. Yeah, stop.
You want me to look at
Stop.
that?
No.
What is it you want to show? What? Just say what you want to show.
For people overseas, the absolute best bang for your buck
Yes.
would be
The
the
10.
10 floppy copies for £100.
Where's that?
Down.
Oh, I like his pronunciation.
Down.
There you go. Yeah. Next to Dave
Yeah.
Hingley.
£100. I believe it is about $130 American, depending on when Biden's fucking America off or not. Like, yeah, it varies day to day with the old man in charge.
It sounds like Bill's on board with that one.
Yeah.
So £10. It works out to £10 each, or about $13 for a book of around 80 pages. Can't really complain to that, can you?
Awesome. As Twisted Fairy Tales, I posted the link in the live chat. There we go. Go and give us the recap on Super G.A.L.S.
Yeah. Well, mine's all ages, so anyone can read it. Doesn't matter. It's not necessarily a kid's book. It's just anybody can read it. It looks like it's all still the same. I'm trying to remember like the pounds and dollars and all that, but this is like my around 4th show I think I've been on, and I always end up getting sales later, like the next day. So I don't know if like people just don't like looking at me when they order it, or they replays and then get it or whatever. But
I think it's
Quick,
mainly
quick.
down to like they watch it on the replay, don't they?
Yeah. Quick, turn your camera off.
yeah, I could do that, right? There, now they don't have to look at me, so they can just order it and not feel bad or whatever because I'm sitting there.
I'm joking. Come back.
But yeah, 68 pages. What is there to say? I don't want to just say the same stuff and bore everybody, but hey, there's a big robot at the start of it. There's a big fight there. There's real tension at the end of the story. There's real consequences that have to be paid, and it's fun. I mean, like I said, anybody can read it. Anyone should be able to get some sort of fun out of it. And it is a done in one, but it's also just part one. So kind of like the first Star Wars movie, like you could just watch that by itself and cool. You just had a fun movie you got to watch. And you can also sit and watch it in conjunction with the original trilogy, there you go. So that's the way I wanted to set it up. That's as good as I can pitch it, I think.
I'm really sorry, Dave, but had you Googled BBC?
No, that's just
let
what
you
they do.
Dear Google, what?
You never save your search history. It automatically deletes all my search history when I close my window.
Right.
Dear Google, hello me Baba. What is the BBC?
So this book is 68 pages. Did you say?
Yes.
$20, which is £14.
Yeah.
Which is
Oh yeah, it's even cheaper for you guys. That's right.
Yeah.
Really good.
I actually did already get a customer from over in the UK, so I got at least one over there so far.
Nice.
And the more that you get, I'm not having an increase in the shipping. So if you got the second or third tier, it's just the same in shipping as the first tier.
Cool.
Very cool.
Because I know the shipping is a real weird thing, like you were saying, with the dollar going up and down and everything else. And
Yeah.
yeah.
We've been having issues with shipping lately with taxes and stuff.
Right, I've been hearing about that.
So yeah. Right, Aria, am I sharing your screen?
Yeah, bring mine up one more time. So, just a quick reminder, back to Adventure Tales in Outer Space, it's on Indiegogo. We're doing really good, check it out. We just hit LOL 69 backers, backer number 70. I'm going to appreciate you so much when you do back. I'm sending free artwork to anyone who backs while I'm on stream, so keep that in mind, guys. So that's the Adventure Tales in Outer Space. Remember, we're running a cross promotion with Life on Quora, and we just ordered the trading cards and posters for both campaigns today. So, and they look so beautiful. So make sure if you want to get that really cool crossover trading card and poster, back both campaigns. One last push before In Demand closes out for Quora, and one more push before my campaign closes out. Back both campaigns, you can get this absolutely sick trading card and poster. It's going to be amazing. Artwork by Mike Jimmy. Make sure you check out Life on Quora and The Adventures of Tales in Outer Space. They're both on Indiegogo at the moment. And then I'm sharing the screen for Rob. Rob, do you want to tell us?
Yeah, cool. My mailing list is up. Is that mine?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's not, is it? Go scroll on down very quickly, please. My mailing list is up again. Go on, let's have a look at that. So you've seen my original. What I'm hoping for, my original is black and white. What I'm hoping for is this kind of sepia color effect all the way through the new one. That's what I'm looking for. Now, and I can say that today, I finished my second story for Twisted Fairy Tales, and now I can start concentrating again on Rattle and Roll 2.
Yeah.
Remember, of course, Rattle and Roll 1 is also available as part of the Twisted Fairy Tales Big Package.
Big package.
Big package. Just in case you'd forgotten. All right, that's enough for me. Peace.
Dave, do you want me to share this gay porn you're sharing?
More gay porn.
No,
I'm
your
not sharing
screen.
no gay porn.
No, I know, I was joking. You fucking your screen. I'm sharing your screen.
Oh, no, that's
Gay porn.
that's Super G.A.L.S.
Oh, you don't want to share my screen then, Jacobus?
Yeah.
There you go.
Built-in flotation devices.
Wow.
Rotation device. Those double as what do you call them? Like kind of like fleshy shields, kind of like airbags in a car. So if you crash your car, you're absolutely fine.
Actually, you know what I could do? I could
Like
have
a
done
scuba
this.
suit. Pull the ripcord, the flotation devices come out.
I could have done this actually. Let me just like delete that, and then let's go for the following. Damn it! Right, okay. There you go. There's my. There you go.
Very artistic of you, Rob.
Right, normally
I still say that one was unfair.
it was massively. I don't even know how I got that. That it was proper dirty. That was.
It was so dirty, but I love
2000
it.
AD over here is Judge Dredd. Like that's how anyone would know it is.
Sure.
Yeah. Rob, do you want to explain how we sign off to our guest?
Oh right, yeah. Okay, so Bill, you've not seen the show before, have you?
No, this is my first.
Okay,
time.
so new guys.
First
we
and
have...
last.
Yeah, I know. Right? So, the thing is, we have this thing we call the gay wave, and it works like this. Yeah. So it's like that, and that's like our wave out. All righty. So are you okay with that? You don't have like arthritis or anything in your shoulders. You know, you got like. Usually, we get people to sign a waiver before they start.
One day, Rob. One day.
You guys have it overly complicated. The wave here is everybody just jumps up one at a time like that.
Yeah.
We could do that if you want.
But it has to be in order, like of the screen, just like at a sporting arena, you know.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's like 5 weirdos just standing up randomly, you know.
What was that, Dave?
It looked like you was falling out your chair.
I had a spasm.
All right, hold on. Dave's got it. Bill's got it. Okay, so everybody, let's go for. Okay, everybody, 3, 2, 1. Bye-zy.